Welcome to the GOAT numbers game tutorial. What you have before you is the box, the 10 play cards, the 3 instruction cards, the deck of cards, but I've already dealt 5 cards to my opponent and 5 cards to myself. This is the list of the 5 positions. It's there to help us in a moment. So the first thing you want to do is look at your hand. Okay. We're playing the numbers game, so there's 3 things we want to take into account. We would like to cover all 5 positions as listed here. We would also like to have our numbers as low as possible, and we would like to have all of our players of the same color. Well, we can take the lower of the centers, and we can take the power forward, but it doesn't make sense to throw away the small forward and the shooting guard, especially because they are decent numbers. Maybe if there were 5s, we could consider throwing them away. But with 2s and 3s, they're probably worth keeping. So we'll throw away the 1 3-ranked center. And we'll take a new card. That gives us a point guard, and we have a full team. That's great. We've got a center, we've got a power forward, we've got a small forward, we've got a shooting guard, and we've got a point guard. Now I'm going to do the same thing with my opponent's hand. So with my opponent's hand, I already looked at the hand and discarded a duplicate point guard. I took a new card and ended up with a duplicate center, this blue number 4 center. Now the number 4 is lower than the number 5, so you might think I should keep that one and discard this one. But in fact, to have 2 blue cards in a sea of red, this card is worth 5 points for being of the non-majority color. So you're only gaining 1 point by keeping the 4, but you're losing 5 points because you're going blue instead of red. So it's not worth keeping it even though it's a lower numbered card. So I'm going to discard that 4 center, and I'm going to take a new one and hope, nope, I was hoping for a shooting guard, but I didn't get one. But at least I got a much lower ranked center. So if we lay this down the same as mine, now what we do is we calculate the team's scores. So my team's score, I have all 5 positions covered, so I don't get any points. Remember, getting points is a bad thing. I don't get any points for that. On the other hand, I have 2 blues. So each card that's a different color than the majority of the cards is worth 5 points. So there's 5 points and 10 points. And then I add up the ranks of each player. So I'm at 10, and then 2 and 3, 15, 2 and 3 again, 20. My team is a 23-point team. The other team, my opponent, has 2 centers, so each one is worth 5 points because they're duplicates. So there's 10, and they have 2 blues, so each one is worth 5 points. So there's another 10. They're already at 20. So I've definitely won, but let's see what their total is. 25, 30, 34. So I won that hand 23 to 34. That suggests that I probably have an advantage when it comes to the play cards, but not necessarily.